Cool. All right, now we can continue. Now,
Uh,
Kev, the $1 million question is: are we in the midst and like in the middle of the bull run? Are we just getting fucking started, my nigga?
Dead ass. I don't know
Ah.
if you're gonna like my answer, but
Oh,
here's
oh,
all right. There's a good news and the bad news. Which one do you want first?
you know what, Kev? We might as well get the bad out the way so we can save the good for later. Yeah, like my boy Michael Weaver said, bad news. Go, go,
Bad
go,
news.
bad news, go.
Bad news bears over here, bro.
Oh,
That's actually perfect. Bad news bears. That's like
yeah.
no man. It's I think we are coming to the final stretch. I'm not gonna lie. Like the way
No.
that this market has been moving has been super accelerated compared
Yes.
to the ones previously because we've never seen all-time highs before the halving. So that's different. So
Yeah.
things are very accelerated, and I think we are coming kind of to that final stretch.
Mhm.
Something that I did drop in the Discord, I think it was today or yesterday,
Today.
this week. I
Mhm.
said the what is it called, the Pareto principle, where it's 20% of your efforts basically produces 80% of the results. So same thing kind of applies to this market is 80% of the gains is really going to come in that final 20% of the stretch. So we already surpassed, all-time
Mm.
highs. And usually once we break all-time highs, we kind of chill for a little bit and then we print that. I don't know, I guess you want to call it whatever you want
That
to
one
call it,
more God candle.
God candle type thing,
Yeah.
where it just creates massive dude, like the last what was it? How many? I don't even know. Like the last monthly candle was like $20,000 candle, bro. It was like ridiculous. So, we expect another maybe one or two of those. I think Bitcoin and ETH, those are like
Another.
the fathers, I guess, of crypto.
Mhm.
Those I think can at least 2-3x from where we're at right now. So usually, once we see those start going crazy, we see Bitcoin start going crazy again, all that money will funnel back into altcoins, and then we'll probably see one last altcoin crazy, just madness, and then we'll see the top at that point. So, um, and I think yeah, we do like if you go look back, we've been bullish for like since like beginning of last year.
No, literally.
The thing is a lot of people are just now kind of getting in, and now they have that dissonance, that cognitive dissonance, where it's like, all right, like they don't want to believe something outside of their current like paradigm belief system that they have that they think is just gonna go up forever. But I mean, buying right now is a little riskier, but I mean, dude, we still got one more like I think explosive move. We're probably gonna go from like 70K to 100K like pretty fast. So
So,
it's
do
now
you
it's like,
think?
how do you
Mhm.
how do you catch this moving train? It's like
Yeah.
that's that I think the question a lot of people are asking. It's like, damn, I might not be exposed right now. Like, what do I do?
No.
So I think what you got to do is just like how we saw last couple of days, we saw that hard pullback that really just liquidated. Yeah, I can even share my screen with you
Oh,
guys.
let me
Get
give you
that
permission.
screen share.
Yep. All right. Now you got my blessing. Go ahead.
This is what we're gonna start seeing a lot happen, and usually, historically, right, speaking, we usually see like a 20-30% retracement, like at least a couple of times, from this point to all-time highs. So I can share my screen. Can you guys see my chart?
Yes, sir.
Drops. All right, but so I actually did drop this for you guys in the chat a few days ago. We were actually right here. So that Bitcoin actually did come back to that equilibrium area where I mentioned that this was going to be a major liquidity area right up in here, this trend line. Because this is the thing, right? This is what starts to happen is I actually have in the Discord, actually it's right this liquidation heat map is crazy, bro. Shout out to Invest Answers. Like that guy is just crazy when it comes to the data and everything. Basically, so this very neon, just bright green is just where the liquidity really is. So this trend line right there, we
Mm.
had that was bright green neon too. And then you could obviously all of that got liquidated, and we're seeing a nice reaction from there. Currently, playing in that imbalance. So
Yeah.
I think we did see that liquidation, I think we did put this, low end for now, and I think we will see us just run up probably for the rest of the week. You know, going crazy. So yeah, right now I think everything's looking really good. We're seeing altcoins just ripping.
Sheesh.
Solana basically back at 142, back at the highs. You're seeing all AI projects just going bananas, dude. Render. Uh, this is what I'm talking about. Right now, your focus should be on really like where can we be entering, right?
Mm.
And I like the 12 hour. The 12 hour is like such a sweet spot for cryptos where you just see price respected very, very well, especially when you find points of interest below liquidity areas. So like Render was like perfect example. And this was actually dropped in the Discord. So if you guys were able to capitalize,
Sheesh. Shout out.
you guys would have been eating on this right now. But we highlighted this 12-hour OD right here. We had this, trend line liquidity. So we did actually run this one time, and then that ended up just becoming more liquidity, just coming back for that rip. So this is what's gonna happen, guys. Is like the market is not really gonna give you like slow pullbacks anymore. You're just gonna see these fast, rapid movements. So no, I would set alerts, set limits on your, whatever exchange that you use, and really just get in. Because like a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, like should I get in now? What should I do? They're kind of hesitant. Dude, just get in. Like any pullback,
Next
because
paycheck, just put 20% down immediately.
yeah, because what we're gonna see probably in the next few months is we'll blink and Bitcoin is gonna just rip and send all coins to
So,
fall.
question, Kev, do you think we'll see 100K BTC
I think
before, after having? Because
it could be before, honestly.
I mean, yeah,
Before or after. I mean, I don't know. I can't really say. I don't have like a magic ball, but like I know for a fact we'll probably get to 100K. You
yeah.
know, and because that's really only a two X more from here, almost like a little less probably from where we're currently at. So what was I was gonna say is that um yeah, one thing that I wanted to also bring up is the ETH BTC chart. So ETH is like the daddy of all coins. Like once
Mhm.
ETH dominance kind of flips Bitcoin, that's usually when we start seeing alts follow ETH, because like that's just kind of how it works. Is like ETH is like the first mover, then all the alts start following it. So we sent this in the Discord as well. This thing just really played reacted very nicely. So to me, this is looking pretty fucking good right now. I think um I think we're kind of gearing up for next movement higher and possibly seeing ETH, gain some more dominance, which will, ultimately carry altcoins with it
Eight
as
to
well.
5K and up? Question mark.
Yeah.
Please.
Honestly, I think what's crazy? I think Solana will outperform ETH this run.
You know what's crazy? I'm not gonna lie. Ever since the Luke Bemar Fresh and Fit podcast, I'm kind of like a big diehard Solana fan, and it's death to Ethereum. Like Solana
I
will
don't think
be
it's
the
dead.
number two. I want to see Ethereum or Solana as the number two crypto over Ethereum.
I don't think so because it's like
No, you don't. I know
as
you
much as I would like that too, because I
never support
have
me.
bags of Solana
No,
like
you
pretty low. Uh, I don't think so because it just ETH is kind of like almost pegged as like the mover alts at this point as well. But what I do think is I think Solana will outperform ETH because well, it's a smaller market cap.
know.
Uh, money will flow into that as well as Bitcoin and ETH, start pumping. And then yeah, just like smaller market cap, money rotation. So I think that's what's gonna make it fly higher.
Mm.
I think it could, that's how it will outperform because of those reasons, I think. So I think Sol will definitely go back 2050 and surpass that for sure.
Question, Kev.
It's a little lit.
Ethereum. No, right. Ethereum ETFs, because our brother, Harsh, he did remind me, and this is true. BlackRock did initiate Ethereum ETFs, I believe, back in November of last year. And it is rumored to be approved around May of this year. Do you think that would have, a positive effect onto the market, Ethereum or alts, as we assume Bitcoin halving will have, or the Bitcoin Ethereum had? Or do you think it's gonna be like a black swan event where like, okay, Bitcoin ATF was passed, Bitcoin happening happened, everything runs up. Now everybody's gonna assume the ETA is gonna be passed and help, but really that's just the excuse to dump it and grab all that buy side liquidity. Thoughts?
You know what, man?
Let's hear
I can't really tell you. I don't really
it.
have
I
an
know.
answer for that because this is the thing, bro, is we're starting to see mainstream media talk about crypto. We're starting to see
Mhm.
influencers, celebrities like coming back into the space.
God.
So once we really, really make that like next like good push
Mhm.
is when we're gonna see that mania happen. So like
Yeah.
all these events could just like you'll see a lot of whipsaws, like those, like we just saw recently, right? You'll see flushes of liquidity. Then you also see things that are gonna send it. So that I mean that could be positive news events with the ETFs that could possibly send it like even higher.
Mhm.
I think that's what's gonna happen. It'll send it higher. I think the halving could be potential sell the news event, and then
Mm.
or other way around. I mean, because I think the ETFs are before the halving. Uh, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it's always great because as traders, we're not stuck to the news or to the rumors, right? So I want everybody to like also recognize the powers that we have because at the end of the day, we never know for certain what the market is going to do or how is it going to move, right? But we can look at the hints along the way, being not only the news and the rumors being speculated around said news, but also the chart. Because the chart is leaves a whole bunch of data that realistically noobs like Jim Cramer and them will never be able to interpret or realize, you know? Like, fun fact, I told my dad years ago, buy Bitcoin. Ah, that fake scam. No, 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 shit. Bitcoin ETFs got passed. Calls me next day. Hey, is it too late to buy Bitcoin? Way too late. Now I could tell him we'll wait for the weekly retracement into the weekly imbalance, little 78886 fib action and execute there, but he has no idea how to interpret that. Us as traders, we do. So we damn near speak two languages: rumors slash news, so a little bit of Spanglish, right? And charts. So that foreign language, right? That homeland language. Um, so generally, at the end of the day, we have our narratives and we have our bias, and utilize that as much as you can. Because granted, some people they took profit when Bitcoin hit 70. I believe it hit 70, right? Like 70 and some change. And by all means, your bag is your bag. Don't get caught up just because other people might be holding, because they could be later liquidity for the inevitable sell-off that is going to happen at some point. So, at the end of the day, men lie, women lie, rumors even lie, but the charts, the imbalances, the order blocks, the institutional manipulation hints, they lie like 20% of the time. They're like, that's not a lie, but sometimes your liquidity
Like
is
an
because you thought it was a
algorithm
lie.
or
Huh?
something.
What'd
Almost
you
like
say?
the market is like an algorithm.
Yeah, I swear.
Maybe, maybe it might be conspiracy theories. So.
You
I
mean truth
don't know though,
seekers?
but that bro, like a couple things also to note is kind of figuring out when to exit, like when to get out as well.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
we already mentioned, um one of the easiest ways you can kind of predict the top is like mass euphoria. I still think we're entering like belief and thrill right now. I think we're in
Hmm.
like that area.
Hmm.
But once we're in like pico euphoria, your freaking grandma's trying to buy, like I'm dumping on your grandma, bro. I don't care. Bro,
Not
like
abuela,
no,
bro.
but
She
like
young.
abuelita, I'm sorry, but
Yo, dunked on her ass.
I need to take profits.
We
And
dunking on the barbers. We dunking on the nigga who live next door to us, who buy all his crypto on Coinbase and keeps it there. We dunking on the dude who owns the gas station down the street to the left, getting an argument with the homeless dude about when to buy Bitcoin and sell it. Nah, we dunking on all them noobs. What are you talking about?
that's like the one of the easiest ways. Another way as well is like um yeah, I guess I just like once Bitcoin makes that next just God candle and then I'll start going berserk doing the next like 10 X's again. Because I think we do have multiple X's still left in these moves right now. But once that happens, is another, a good clue. Also, once the altcoin market cap, this is what we're looking at currently right now. Once that actually, at least even gets to 1 trillion, bro, this thing could definitely get to like 2, 3 trillion. But once we're in that Bitcoin as well, will definitely
Sheesh.
be like overbought for sure.
Mhm.
And you can start expecting that people taking profits. Another thing as well you can look at is like the long-term holder supply. So these are the people who are the long-term holders and like what they're holding, right? Once
Mhm.
they're selling, is like, because this is the thing, all right? Right now, you have moon boys. You have the moon boys, retail traders that are getting in late. So obviously, they're gonna want this to send, right?
Mhm.
But they don't have any freaking experience with with trades, with trading in the markets and everything like that.
Yes.
So the moment there's a little slight scare, black swan, like a fucking pullback like we just saw, like they're gonna tweak and sell right as soon as their money starts dipping,
Paper ass
right?
yield,
So
niggas.
once we see the long-term holders selling, and then we start seeing retail scared, that means everyone's basically getting out of the market. And
Mhm.
usually that's kind of another signal that we can start seeing the top is when the long-term holders are selling. And then obviously retail is don't know shit, so they're gonna be scared. So they're gonna be getting out anyways. So this kind of tells you like, what point, like what price, where price is at, and then when like the long-term holders, which is the blue line, started like selling off. So usually they're pretty good with the timing of the markets. And then lastly is like technicals as well. Technicals is pretty simple, man. Like you just really need to wait for this is another nugget too, actually, is we might not even need to like hold this stuff for much longer, to be real. Because last time we saw last run, if we go down to like the 3 day time frame, let me actually pull up different UTC. I got like old ass or something. Like, let's just do like, just a
Yeah,
clean
buddy.
chart.
There you go.
Really, like 3 day, like you can just see clear like distribution, clear just break a structure right here. Boom. That's it. Like you don't have to complicate it. Once you start seeing like massive market structure shifts on higher time frames,
Mhm.
then you got all right, we'll get the fuck out. You'll probably get like a mitigation and then dumps. And then this was like that last scare, and then before we saw one more mania run up, and then here basically same thing, break, and then mitigate of that breaker right there.
GG's.
So it should be clear, you know, on the higher time frames, whether it's order block and balance breaker, whatever. It's when all right, we gotta get out of here. And
Yeah.
really just take profits at that point. And notice this too, like when we were back in April, May, what are we in? Or in March right now?
Yep.
We saw that like from beginning of the year to April, May, that time, like those months, we saw like the Pico top basically. Then we saw one last scare, and then one basically blow off top right there uh before we saw the thumb. So realistically, you might not even need to like stomach all like if we see something like this happen again, because this might not even go like that far higher up than this like high right there. So that's kind of what I'm thinking is I think the next 2, 3 months we could probably just see like a freaking crazy move to like 80, 90, 100K. And then honestly start like DCAing out. And then if you want to like, if we do see a pullback, and we still respect like structure, I guess, or something like that, and you want to kind of rotate some of those profits into altcoins just to kind of make some last like that last push up and make those like nasty gains before it really dumps, then
Yep.
that's something you can do, I guess. But it's just kind of like my thought process right now when it comes to exits. And
Mhm.
oh man, there's something else I forgot. I was literally just thinking of it.
Noob.
I'm a new
Noob.
uh,
No, I get it.
damn,
Come on. You got
whatever.
this. We believe in you.
You see, look, I'm gonna check chat real quick.
Sheesh. It's kind of
Coinbase,
crazy how like,
always bullish.
feel me? It's kind of crazy how like nowadays it goes to show that like the best time to enter in on these big larger cap kind of cryptos like Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. is during the bear market. But the times to enter in on during like the DGen plays, the 100x plays, is when the bull market is confirmed, and now those those smaller cap coins will really make a run for it. But at the end of the day, it's like Vargas says, it doesn't matter where you're in on. What's more important than your entries is your exits.
Hmm.
Literally. And like, so that's why, like, especially now in the midst of the bull run, it's a lot more important to plan your exits and, or really just have a game plan, have an alert for your exits because it's real easy to get caught up in, a lower time frame wick on a higher time frame. Um, because that's why plans are so important. Have a plan, get in, get out. That's it. Get your
Yeah,
bag.
there's a lot of people that are like, they're saying like, yo, like bull run's gonna be going until like 2025, bro. Like the next 2 years is gonna be crazy.
Funny.
I'm like, bro,
Honestly,
I think we're gonna see all-time highs before the end of this year, bro, and that's it. Like, I don't think it's gonna
I don't
last
know, bro, because
that
we're
long.
forgetting it's a presidential year. So I remember, and we're also going to talk about stocks a little bit. I remember when I first started got into trading, I was trading the time of Biden versus Trump era. And so I remember like the smallest thing of presidential policies looking to be implemented would move the stock market like crazy. I remember when it was just like Democrats are in favor of Republicans, Republicans are in favor of Democrats, that you will see major spikes in crypto as well, and all leading cryptos. Like literally, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember seeing Bitcoin made its run from 20 to 60 back in that 2020 2021 bull run and a lot of the excuse was because back then I thought the narrative was presidential elections. Now I know news is the excuse, right? The presidential elections of a Democrat who was more supportive of crypto agenda helped the bull run, not knowing it was already implemented like it was meant to be. But right, so I don't know, bro. Like honestly, I'm gonna be one of those new believers who personally think that this bull run could happen all the way until uh March of next year, 2025, when the new president is set in stone. But I don't think it's gonna be like what everybody hopes it is, which is straight upside. Like I'm not afraid to see Bitcoin run below 50 again just to grab that liquidity, like you showed on the heat map. And then from there, just start slowly accumulating up, leveraging the policies as we get closer to the end of this year to have those kind of God candle movements back to the upside, 70, 80, 90. Um, Maybe finish off at 100. I don't know. Again, all speculations,
I
but
wouldn't mind that, bro.
yeah,
I
no,
would
I'm
not mind it to go to until the end, like the beginning of like Q1, Q2 2025.
yeah, and then
Because
done.
usually the summertime is when like we do see a lot of bearishness.
Hmm. Bro, fuck this. I
Um,
hate trading in summer sometimes.
Another thing too is like I had dropped this earlier today, was like we could be setting up for a possible global reset soon.
Hmm.
Because think about everything is so bullish, all-time highs, indices, S&P 500, NAS, gold, crypto, everything is going crazy. So like I think they want to make the markets as attractive as possible. Barely any dips. That's what's gonna get people like confidence to want to invest more. They think that it's just gonna continue buying. That's kind of like the retail mindset.
Yep.
Because that's the thing what's happening, bro. It's like all these cycles is like when the market crashes and we're in a bear market, oh dude, like we're never gonna see another bull run. We're never gonna see another altcoin season. Like this thing's going to zero. When we're in a bull run, retail's like, oh dude, this thing's going infinity. We're never going back down. Like the institutions are here. But then we see it happen over again, again and again and again and again and again. So, don't be too pico euphoria, in these
Hmm.
times because
Hmm.
market eventually will have to do the cycles. So I
Yep.
think,
It's gotta drop.
again, like I think system could potentially reset and like after this massive run, and I think a lot of people aren't going to be ready for this run. I think it's going to happen faster than people think, and then it's just going to crash, and you could see like a pretty bad recession or something, and then all the
Yep.
markets could crash because I mean that's just really what was happening, man. And then people are going to have to depend on a new system, CBDCs, universal basic, and I don't even know whatever, bro. Like whatever they do, so it's almost like musical chairs, man. You gotta get out before the music stops, man, and then just collect your profit and then you know use some of that for the next cycle, man. Once because you can always buy your fucking shit coins back when they're down 80, 90%. You know what I mean?
It's honestly kind of crazy, like being on this side of the narrative or of the news because you see both sides. You know, you're the mediator between the two. Like you get caught up in the retail masses, like, oh shit, Bitcoin running to all-time highs. But then you also understand being an institutional trader or a smart money trader that like yeah, we're running all-time highs, but we're leaving so much sell side liquidity for a certain black swan event or for a certain cycle event, you know? So it's like, what's the saying? It's like the less you know, the happier you are. The more intelligent, the more aware that you are, is the less happy you are because you understand everything has a cause and effect kind of sequence, you know? So it's like, yeah, we're happy and ecstatic that Bitcoin's running to all-time highs because we've been investing in since the lows. But at the same time, we're aware that it's not gonna go forever. And so now we're kind of like on our toes of okay, is this the pullback to go back down to 20? Is this the pullback? Is this so it really is a game of like give and take, cat and mouse, with the retail or with the emotions of being retail, but also with institutional mindset.
This was so clean, bro.
Ignorance is bliss, I swear. Cool. All right. Kev, it is 11:45. I do want to move on to stocks and then some charts. The
Yeah,
nigga
bro.
got paid rent. I gotta get buy some cat food for my fish. So
Mhm.
real quick, Familiar, just a quick announcement, right? We did go ahead, fuck them stocks. Yo, real quick, it's real
Stonks.
quick, I swear, yo, stonks for the win. Yo, real quick, Familiar, we have gone ahead and expanded, right? Because Money Heist is not just about Forex. And now it is also with futures, but at the same time, it's about stonks as well. Okay, let me go ahead and just share my screen real quick, and then I'll pass the sticks back to you with the
Run
futures.
it up.
So, family, we wanted to go ahead and really get to the bag in all areas of life, right? And actually, I do have to talk to Kevo about a certain business thing where we could add even more money heist, agendas to the team, to the family. So, really quick, where's my screen? Let me get this white boy out of here. Cool. Fuck Schultz. I have went ahead and we did add a stocks options. We'll go to Apple. A stock options chat for those who are really familiar or those who are looking to expand outside of futures. And this is something that's also as regulated, being stock options. So fun fact, familiar, why I'm so familiar with stocks is we'll just leave this here. Why I'm so familiar with stocks is because when I first started learning how to day trade, I actually was put on to IM. But you know what I said? I said I'm good. I don't want to pay that 175, whatever it was a month. I'm gonna go ahead and go the free route with the stock options because I saw that all over my YouTube. True story. So I went down the YouTube rabbit hole. I was literally trading support resistance, if that. I literally had 5 to 7 indicators at one time because I had no idea how to read price. Like I literally could not go above the 5 minute time frame because I just had no idea what the fuck was going on if it wasn't for the indicators. Feel me? But I've been very familiar with options because I not only did I play this for quite a bit of time, I also was able to collect quite a bit of money. I mean, granted, it was a bull run, so I was rather lucky. But yeah, I understand that the narrative is not so much price action, but is also what's called expirations, right? Targets. So when playing these options, right, it's not only good to be aware of where you want price to go, obviously with stop loss entries or exits, take profits, but at the same time is you have to be aware of when do you want price to hit by a certain date, right? Because that's what options is all about. It's not just price action, but it's also time of date expiration. So that's something that could play for you or against you. And I remember Trading Block, our brother Trading Block, had a few questions. I see he dropped some in the chat. You mind going over a brief overview of options? Is strike price your target? Yes. Viva support and resistance. No facts. That literally got built liquidity somehow, some way. Cool. Let me see if I can actually share my Weeble as well. So that way we get a better idea of everything going on. 1 second, family. Cool, 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 cool. New share. We're gonna do this Weeble. Cool. Can y'all see my Weeble? Yeah. Cool. All right.
Sir.
Support be supporting. Sometimes support be supporting. All right, cool. So really quick, familiar. What this is so stock options will put it in layman terms is going to be price action. So we can see on a weekly time frame what we were aiming for was price to retrace down and into this weekly order block. And then we want to continue the buy side momentum of if this shit can this is why I do all my markups on TradingView, right? If we continue this buy side momentum to clear even higher highs, and then this was actually a extension fib retracement at about 210 points, right? So 210 price for Apple is where I want price to go. So that is my take profit. So now understanding, okay, I want price to come into the weekly area or weekly order block of 170, right? Price being over here to the right, being 170.83. Once price comes to this said area, I'm gonna go to what's called my expiration. So literally everything's the same in terms of price action. The only difference is these fucking expirations. So with stock options, you're playing against the clock. It doesn't matter, right, in Forex how long it takes for your TP to hit. It could take, a scalp, it could take an intraday, or even take a swing, kind of time frame of, X amount of days. With options, what you're doing is you're playing against the clock with these certain expiration dates of July 21st, July 19th, August 8th, 16th, because what you're essentially doing is instead of, how with lots, you're leveraging multiple dollars per pip up or down. You're doing the same thing with options. You're leveraging multiple shares instead of a whole price at a discounted price. So because you're buying at a discount, because you're buying with a coupon, right? 20% off, 30% off, 40% off, you have to hit your target, your take profit, your strike price by the expiration date of your coupon, right? That's the most clearest way I can explain it. So what I do is because I want price to hit around $210 when this expansion move happens to the upside, I actually put that as my what's called a strike price. So we see here strike. This is what price is what we're saying is we're predicting for it to hit, right? So if I go all the way down to around 210, we see the bid or the ask. We're very familiar with this in Forex being the difference between, right, the buys or the sells. Damn near the same thing, right? You can go ahead and put a bid in for $83, and then whoever is selling this option for $83 can confirm it. Or you can go for the ask price, which is pretty much a buy now price, right? So a bid is a bet or a wager, an ask is a buy immediately, like Amazon. A bid is add to your cart. An ask is that button that says buy now, right? All it needs is one click. You confirm your shipping, your card, and you buy again, right? That's it. 2 clicks. So playing against the clock. What I intend to do with the stock options chat is I'm not looking to grab everyday plays like we do with Forex or with futures. What I'm actually looking to do is playing anywhere from about 2 to 3 months out, just so we give room for breather with these options. Because again, we're playing against the clock. We're not playing so much against expiration, and as well as we're literally leveraging the movement of the options being growing or decreasing in value, right? So essentially, as price moves up, currently trading at 169, as price moves up to 170, 180, 190, and etc., what we want to see is the value of the options at said price start to grow. So currently, if I want to buy a strike price or take profit at 210 for set expiration, I need to buy it at $60. Cool, right? And it's, you can see it down here. 600 should be 60. Oh, because I have 10. That's why. So one contract. I'm not going to go into depth with that, right? So if I want to buy one option for set expiration, it's going to be $60 because you're timing everything by 100. So limit price is 0.60 times that your estimated premium or debt, $60. Cool, right? So as the stock gets closer to 200 towards that take profit, you're going to see the value in this $60 grow because now it's more valuable, or now price is becoming a whole lot closer to where we want it to reach. So when you're trading options, you're not so much trading the price action, you're literally trading the value of said option for said strike price against said expiration, right? So a little bit of that. Stonks, what platform is this? This is Webull. I will be setting up a referral link in our referral chat on the Discord. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Any opinions on base? Yeah, I don't know what base is. I heard it's Coinbase chain. Kev got that saucy. So what if you put in a strike price that's already in the money? Great question, bro. If you put a strike price that's already in the money, honestly, you're swimming in the dough, right? So as we know, right now price is currently at 160. So if we buy a strike price and we're gonna get a little advanced, we're currently at 150, right? Well, you have to drop about $23,000 because it's well in the money. Not only that is you're gonna be in the money of a very bullish market. So if you're buying calls, bro, in the money. Granted, you have to dish out a lot more, but as price begins to expand up, you're already going to be you're going to be positioned really well for that expansion. So the value of your strike price or the value of your options is actually going to grow significantly. Now, the only issue is within the money strike price versus out the money is literally the value of the option at execution, right? What is the difference in future and options? Options is stocks, futures is indices and majors. That's it. Because I could trade on options, I can trade the Dow or the S&P 500. However, I need a lot more capital. So right now, if I wanted to go for a take profit of where we're currently at, we're currently at 5104. So let's say I want to go for 5115. I'll need to go for a strike price. Wait, oh, this is March 6th. So that expired today. Let's go for like in the next week. I think it's the 11th, right? So we always go for a little bit above, right? Just about like $10 up, right? I'll need to leverage one contract. I'll need about $2,340 just to enter in on this move. Meanwhile, with futures or Forex, we could enter in on with what leveraging $1 per pip, leveraging $10 per pip. So this is actually why futures and Forex is a lot more enticing to retail traders because you can leverage a lot more with a lot less capital available. Now with stocks, yes, you may need some like larger capital to play with in order to get larger returns, but there are currently a lot of stocks on sale that you can play the options chain. So like you can play the lot size chain for a greater value. So that's why I'm right now just focusing on Apple because it's a great stock, compounds 1% every 18 days to the upside. So it's a guaranteed, it's almost a guaranteed, right? Buy side scenario. Now it's really just playing against the clock with the expirations. Fuck it, just buy USD JPY. No, literally, like honestly. So just wanted to give a brief update on that. That is something we're going to be looking to expand as the chat continues to grow and as we look to get to the bag. And honestly, I just love trading so much that I literally love doing these things. There is no SL, right? It's all manual. Yeah, literally, it's all manual. That's why you have to have certain areas, like just like with crypto, right? You need to have a game plan of when to get in, how to stay in, and then when to get out, right? When your loser's losing, cut the loss as quick as possible. When your winner is winning, make sure you squeeze as much as you can according to your original game plan, right? So yeah, so currently the stop loss for I currently am in some options buys. So the stop loss if Apple does break and close below $165, I will look to get out for a loss of my option buys right now. But in all honesty, I've literally been shorting Apple since I can show y'all actually. I started shorting Apple around here earlier this year in January based off of I believe the weekly or the 4 hour. Yeah. This literal gap and then weekly institutional candle. Um it just takes quite a bit of time. Like I started shorting in January. It literally didn't even hit TP until this like March. So about a month and a half because it was later January when I got in. Yeah, January 22nd. So it does take quite a bit of time, but I'm not gonna lie, when this TP hit, it was kind of nice because also like my future was hitting and my forex was hitting and my crypto was all time highing. So like it was a
Let's
nice day.
go.
You feel me? Like dubs, W's in the chat. So again, at the end of the day, are you here genuinely for money? Are you here genuinely for the skill set? Are you genuinely here for the generational wealth accumulated through all aspects of this game? You know? Um,
Yo,
so yeah.
bro,
Uh,
what do you like better? Uh, futures or CFDs?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I've been fucking with futures heavy. It's just so convenient.
What?
Everything's right there. It's calculated. Now, the only issue is, bro, I was such a noob this morning. I don't know if y'all see my story on Instagram. I could
Oh,
not figure out how to fuck to put a TP on. I had like 3 people message me, like, yo, you gotta do this, this, and this. I was just like,
wait, did you figure it out?
yeah, eventually. I put a
How did
sell
you do
limit.
it? How
I
did
put a
you do it?
sell limit for my buy, and I figured
Oh,
like that's gonna count as a hedge, so it'll close both positions, and it's just like,
oh yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah,
did like the equivalent contract size, right?
yeah, yeah. I only had one because I'm still leveraging
So
a quarter on
usually
my.
what I do is just use a position tool, and then if you go to the settings, bro, you can have it already pre-made, like all already pre-done. Like if you go to inputs,
Mhm.
so you can put your account size, your risk percentage, and then whenever you have a setup like ready to go,
Uh-huh.
just hit OK, and then
Oh, that's
hit
interesting.
OK, and then right click on your position tool.
Hold on, we're gonna try this. We're gonna get right with this.
This is a little tip, bro. This is fire for this is how I execute all my trades.
So this is my trade earlier today. I did get stopped out. I trailed SL right here.
But yeah, if you right click on the position tool, it says create like limit order, then it automatically puts your TP and your stop loss that you have. Yeah.
No
Yeah, hit that.
way.
Oh, you got like log
What?
in. But it automatically puts, yeah, and then I think it usually calculates the risk as well. So I'll have like your, yeah, just run that up. Boom.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm in that. Whoops. Okay, let's close out.
Did you click?
I did. Whoops. It's all right. Look, we ball.
Yeah, it's lit, bro. That's how I always have my TPs over and shit. And then from there you can move it if you want, like whatever you want to move it to. Nah,
Crazy.
futures is dope. The only thing I don't like, I guess it's just mainly Apex. Like I like Apex, but the only thing I don't fuck with is the trailing stop, bro. That shit's annoying.
I get that. Shout out to the brother David. He was up at a silly bag in profits,
Oh,
but that trailed SL.
he was a sneeze away from passing, and then
Oh,
the
my
trailing got him,
heart.
bro.
You know
That's why
what?
you
But
gotta
that's
kind
how
of
that's how they stay in
aggressively,
business. That's how they stay in business. Like, what can you do
yeah,
about it?
you kind of have to aggressively take profits and not like let your trade go into any drawdown really.
Yeah,
Like don't let your trades go back to break even because that all that drawdown, even if you didn't go to break like drawdown in your trade, even if it goes to break even, that calculates that drawdown. So stupid, but
crazy.
that's the only thing I'm kind of it's annoying. And then like the
ETF.
average profits that you can make isn't like as high as if you were to do like CFDs prop firms. Because like I've been seeing people's average payouts are like 1,000, couple of thousand, few thousand maybe, which is good still. I mean, it's not bad or anything, especially if you have
Yeah,
multiple accounts. But with like the other prop firms, you could like definitely leverage more for sure.
crazy.
I just can't wait till Funny Pips and TFT transition to Trade Locker, bro, Trader Locker, because
Bro,
that shit's
I
been. I
love
have
Trade
like
Locker.
accounts. I can't even trade right now.
No.
I got a phase two and then I got a phase one because they're both migrating. They're all like transitioning.
Oh,
TFT is shit, bro. I swear, dude.
TFT
I
can hold
refuse to
stick.
use that prop. The new platform they have, DX Trader is just ass for
Bro,
real.
I heard so much shit about the X Trader.
It's
TFT
not even
is
working, bro. Right
no.
now. Yeah, they're finding solutions.
I was listening to a podcast today between Pasquale, who's like a top funded
Oh,
trader, yeah, and Riz, and he was talking about how like, bro, high key, he like you just gotta leverage the shit out of these prop firms while they're still around, and just get to that bag. And after when it's all said and done, either go personal or what do we
hey,
want with
after this bull run,
indices?
man, we'll have a lot. We'll have enough money to just fund up the live accounts. Honestly, at this point,
Honestly, I'm really thinking about just getting a KOT Forex live account on
I'll still run up with prop firms, but I also have like my own live
yeah,
as well.
that's what you gotta do.
Until the prop firms are clapped, for sure.
I do think of well, here's the thing. I really don't think prop firms will get clapped. Like I think they're just gonna always keep adapting. Because like think about it like this. So in the stock realm, penny stocks, Jordan Belford, nowadays with the retail traders like with GameStop and shit, they're always gonna be around, right? They're technically legal in the sense of, they did all the right paperwork, they got all the clear CSC clearing or SEC clearing. So there always will be around, but real traders don't trade penny stocks, right? It's only the new retailers who are getting looking for the 100x gains. I think we're gonna evolve to that where funded accounts it's kind of like for the OGs nowadays, they're like, oh yeah, like all that's great for the new kids, but like us OGs, we've been like, we've been learned how to leverage our accounts, to flip it, to aggressively manage it, whatever. I think that's where we're gonna get to. So like when we hit, well, you're already on year five, right? When you hit like maybe year eight and I hit year five, we're just gonna be like, yeah, funded accounts are cool, but like, just get a few payouts and then go straight to personal
Yeah.
and go from there.
Really, that's really the goal, honestly, for
Yeah.
sure.
No, literally. Cool. Real quick, we are heading towards the end of the clock, and I do gotta pay. I do gotta pay for rent.
Oh, you got
by
food,
tomorrow
bro.
midnight. Yeah. So I need to find some kind of shit. But honestly, like GUEU's running indices. Honestly, I've only taken two trades this week. One hitting a trailed SL and one hitting straight SL. So like maybe it's just me. Maybe my eyes just don't work no more. Where is
Oh,
it?
the other thing too is the end of the day trade close. You gotta close your trade by the end of the day. That's
Oh, bro, I got clapped hard on that.
that's you kind of have to become a scalper almost on for that shit.
Gotta become a
I'm
scalper.
all right. So I think indices we
Here,
could
I'll give you, I'll give you the chat. I'll give you charts. By all means, I don't see none. I was going
gotta
through
pay
real quick.
rent, man. We got my kids are hungry.
Yo, swear, my baby mama's still yelling at me, and she's saying I'm 3 years behind. I'm like, it's your loss.
Bro. Dude, and you accumulation was beautiful. Wow.
Bah,
Um,
bah, bah.
wow.
Ah, dang.
Let's look at S&P and Nas, man. Those are my favorites. Favorites. All right, see. Yo, CFD charts actually mimic the future charts.
Oh, really? Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you, Kevin. I'm still kind of noob to the whole future shit. I didn't even know there's a difference between CFDs and futures.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, dude. Basically, something I've been learning is like you could kind of use it to your advantage, I think. Is like this is the real like data. And then CFDs actually pull from the futures data. So that's why they're a little slightly different sometimes. They're basically identical, but it's a little different because here you can see that they're obvious equal lows, but on this one it's not like equal lows. It's a little like this one's a little higher still. You see what I mean?
yeah, I see it. It's a little SMT divergence going on.
SMT, yeah. All these
Telling
new
that
age
today.
SMC traders, bro. I'm still old school, man. I
Oh,
try to adapt and stay hip, but
who got
nah,
NFP moves? Maybe Kev, maybe Hernandez. Maybe he got some plays up his sleeve. That boy, I got clapped like that today. All
what you
right.
got?
No swear. I
You
don't got
got
no.
some
Honestly, I'm Kev, same
style.
eyes. Kev, oh, I got same eyes on that SPX cell with that 1 hour OB. Perhaps. So, but I
Oh
don't
my bad.
know.
I was looking at the chat. Yeah, I want to see us at least come back to take this Asian low, maybe play off this. I just think we were just gonna come for these all this liquidity
Hmm.
and then really just come for this range back to discounted prices of this entire range.
No, Kev looking at you, Cat. That's how I know he toxic.
So maybe we can see us come back into this imbalance or just reaccumulate anywhere really within it here. It's for NFP just to kind of send us higher. I think Thursday, tomorrow, we can probably continue going lower just to set up for the buys. I think that's kind of what my thought process is right now for this.
Hmm.
So like you could see yeah, we're still in premium, so like I don't really want to buy up in this area yet like that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
If we take it from here to here, you can see that I mean yeah, we're selling off a premium. Like I think Nas was pretty clean as well. NQ, we came into that imbalance, hourly 2 hour OB. We still have left behind these equal lows, so I think we'll come back and grab these. Nas already looks like it's basically like yeah, it's gonna reach for that for sure. Uh, I ended up taking I had two trades. I had one on a mini contract, which I closed out at like a 1 2 3-ish
Clinical sell.
down here.
That shit was clean. I was so mad I
That
didn't.
was nice. And then I just let my mini contract or my micro contracts let those run, but those ended up coming back because honestly that we were just gonna go for that, but ended up coming back and just sweeping liquidity and mitigating this candle one more time and then actually making the move. So sadly, I didn't catch the full move, but it is what it is.
Hey,
Um, yeah, same thing here. Like this literally came right into the equilibrium of its entire range where we had that imbalance. So now I've seen this thing sell off, and I think we'll come back into like this area, this other range, and then potentially buy up higher. And the thing is, just like it's so weird trading in this season right now because we're just trading into all-time highs. So it's like we don't really have much data to play with on the left. It's like you can't really look left too much. So you're kind of just playing within like internal range. That's kind of my yeah, what I'm seeing right now for indices. I want to see us continue selling off so we could probably maybe I would like to see us break structure first and then come back to these areas. And the buyers that we mentioned too, buy areas, they'd react pretty nicely to start the week. So if you were in those as well, like you could have caught some decent moves. Yeah, I think I like these like hourly candles. You can come back. I would ideally want to see a break structure first, like that, and
preferable.
then something like that.
Yeah, that looks P. That looked pretty P.
I mean, I wanted to catch S&P higher, but I didn't get all the way up to the OB.
Mm-hmm. We will. We'll get up there. We got to. That's clear as day. OB. Now, whether we run up to mitigate and then continue lower, or we run up to mitigate and then continue higher,
Yeah,
that's the $1 million question. But we'll get there. Don't you
yep.
worry, we'll get there.
Right now we could, I mean, yeah, buy up and then sell again. And then we'll see. We'll see. Kind of just see what was good, where we're at tomorrow morning for New York. Do we have any news tomorrow?
We do. New Kev, don't you be a noob. You better be aware, baby boy. We got news at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. We got news at 10 with JP the GOAT
I gotta be
speaking
up
and
early,
testifying.
man.
Yeah, you
My
fucking
Way
Chicago
up at 7
Chicagians.
a.m.
Motherfucking Chicagians gotta wake up at crack of dawn.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun.
Oh, Euro and then US and then Euro again. Back to
And
US.
NFC tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow and Friday gonna be definitely the best days of the week.
Yeah. Nah, high key, the first week of the month is always like the best month to trade, and my girl fucking hates it. Cause like in the morning she wants to go gym, and I'm like, nah, I gotta be at this news, baby girl.
Okay,
You go
we
hit them
ball.
spots by yourself. You're gonna have to adjust that weight by yourself.
Use 30 to 50K
50.
on the news. Turn me up.
Yeah, Cruz.
We're gonna see new highs across the board.
Yo,
DXY
you know what we gotta do, Kevo? Just realizing
like that.
brand new year, and it's tradition for Money Heist to have the boy Vargas on at least
Ooh,
once a year. Feel me?
we haven't had the boy on in a
We
minute.
haven't. We haven't since last year's. It's fucking disrespectful not to have
We gotta get
both.
some more guests.
Not
And
sweat.
who else to do the
But
honors for
but the
the
GOAT, the man who taught us the Riz, the fucking guy who taught me Wyckoff, everything from SC to Phase E. I'm talking about the GOAT, the ba,
Godfather?
the guy that
Godfather.
El Padrino. I learned that word yesterday in Spanish class. Padrino, little Rizzler, that little
Yeah,
Rizzler.
yo, let us know who you guys want to see as well. Obviously, like
Please.
Vargas is always like in demand, bro. Like for sure. No, we're open to just whatever, whoever, man. We can even people that I don't know, like maybe your
When we gonna
favorite
get you?
trader, we could
When
hit
we
them
gonna
up.
get your brother on talking about people you want to see? I want, you know what's funny? They were talking about on a podcast. It was Jade FX, that Kyle dude,
Oh
and
yeah, Jake Paul.
Astro Astro Austin. You know who I'm talking about? The longer hair, glasses. They're talking about how like it's so cool doing trader podcasts because like when you have guests on, you don't do it for the audience. You do it because the host wants to learn. So like when we're gonna have your brother on? Because I want to learn.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of having him on as the first one of the year. But I think wasn't Kev the first one?
Kev was the
Kev,
first one, technically, yeah.
so we gotta line them up, at least like one a month, I think. One every other week or something like that.
I'm down with that. I'm down with
Yeah,
that.
y'all probably tired of us this, but just
Oh, swear.
new
It's like
faces.
great.
Let's
Kev
go.
ONCs again. They're gonna talk about Bitcoin again. Motherfuckers, we need something else.
That's all I got for tonight though, man.
Yeah,
We
that's
went
all I
over
got.
quite a few things.
Sheesh.
Crypto sauce,
Sheesh.
Indice sauce, everything. Stocks.
Sheesh.
Got them stocks.
Donks. It's donks we trust. At the end of the
Over
day,
Bill.
y'all gotta remember women lie, men lie, dogs, cats, sometimes they lie. But the charts, the happening, and the data, dumb shits never lie. So, at the end of the day, familia, as y'all know, it's your boys on the ones and twos, catching y'all every Wednesday. Can't wait to see y'all the next. As always, be sure to stay tuned in and tapped into the Discord where we're sending out live trades every day, where we're sending out Bitcoin or crypto data for the day, for the week, for the month, where we're going to go ahead and position y'all in the same kind of empowerment that we're positioning ourselves in. So, yo, some people ask me, like, is it tiring being you? I'm like, yes, it takes a lot of energy. Anyways, as always, familia, if y'all could just do me the honor and do me the favor of staying patient, staying disciplined, then I know for a fucking fact the gains will come. As always, it's your boys on the one and twos, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully, with a new guest, just
Doses.
ourselves. Who knows? Peace.